you'd be surprised.
Huh.
It's not a lot of guys out there would just want to tap and hit.
Yes, it is.
Well,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I can't say, yeah.
It is.
I give you that one. You're right.
It's rare that a guy.
There you go. That'd be genuine about it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very rare.
See that? Without even saying, you got it, girl.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that you really special. I just want you to know that you are really special.
Hey guys, welcome back to BBW Approved. I'm Lachey, and today we have a very special guest, my daddy.
Hello.
So today we're gonna be talking about 5 different advice that you would give me as your daughter to ask while dating.
All right, I guess let me put the daddy cap on then.
Yeah. Okay, so we on the first couple dates. What is something that I should be like? What are questions that I should ask on the first date?
What kind of work did he do?
Okay.
It's pretty good. Number 2, find out is he married.
Okay.
A lot of times, man will tell you if they're married. I mean, they can run that devil life real fast.
You think if I ask a guy if he's married, would he tell me?
He probably ain't gonna tell you right away.
So is that like a beneficial question to ask?
No, it's probably one of those kind of questions you kind of scope out on your own. Depends on what you ask them, how you ask.
But it's important to ask.
This is important to ask.
Okay.
Because you don't want to get hit back with, you never asked me.
Oh.
A woman don't ask the question that be asked, he ain't gonna give it.
So number 1, what is your occupation? And okay, are they married? Is number 2.
And most of all, just see how a person carry themselves. A lot of times when they come to meet somebody 9 out of 10, they probably put on the best about themselves, but always can check out what kind of ride they ride and how they keep it. If it's clean, 9 out of 10, if a person keep their ride clean, most likely that's how they treat their woman. If they real messy, well, that's it. When they're messy, you know the messy. Most of all fellas out there, they smoke, depending on how their seat look, if it look like cigarette burns and stuff like that.
So what that tell you if they got cigarette burns? What that tell you?
It might burn you, baby.
Oh, dang, daddy.
No, you just gotta be careful with the ones. If look, it's like this here. You're gonna treat your ride just like you're gonna treat your girl.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't care if it's a Pinto. If it's clean.
If it's clean.
Yeah, if it's clean, he gonna take care of you.
Does he put like time
Mm-hmm.
into keeping his car clean?
That's it.
So that means he's gonna take the time and effort into anything he do, is what you're saying?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
I can see that.
And you know, like I said, just a lot to kind of watch out for guys. You know, some of us can be slick and tricky. Some of us can be real, but it's up to you to pick up on the game. Or if it's a game based shoot, you can tell whether it's a person real or not.
And that's another good point too. Like you said, it's up for like us as the females to pick up on whatever type of game they're running.
Exactly.
Right? So if we're being played, that's our problem. That's on us, right?
Pretty much, because you should know what you're getting into.
But a lot of people don't, and that's kind of like why I have this YouTube channel, because a lot of people don't know
When they're being played.
when they being played.
I mean, think about it. They have their phone. Is their phone always near them, or are they hide their phone, or is it on mute? You know for a fact, if a person is 9 out of 10 with you, around you, their phone have a run, common courtesy, they'll see probably who it is. If it's not important, they'll probably answer, let them know, say, hey, I'll have to call you back, I'm on a date right now. That right there let you know that something they're being respectful about the situation, or however. But if you see the phone ring and it's on mute, it's not because they come with a little smooth little talk, well, I don't want to be disturbed, so I put it on mute, They're smooth about it, so you thinking, oh, he thinking about me. No, man, that nigga
all about game,
man, he's gonna tell you, so it's just straight up. So you just gotta you gotta know how to handle things.
If the phone turned over on the sofa,
Right.
then you know you got something to hide.
Right. You don't want nobody to know what he got going on. If it's in his pocket, which will be the respectful thing to do, put it in your pocket. Most mans will, but a lot of guys want to see if they're gonna miss out on a certain call, like who calling me or who they calling me, and play it off. Say, hey, put in the bathroom for a minute. They gotta take that call. Kind of whoever that is, hey, let them know to sit back for a minute. I'll be over there when I
Dang.
So it's things you gotta look at. Some cats are smooth, some cats are just bottom line what it is. Now you got a cat, don't mind, he left his phone on the table. Why you go to the bathroom? Man, I you something, girl.
So if they walk away and
they ain't too much, they trust you. They ain't worrying about you. Hey, you can run through my phone if you want to. I'm real about what I do.
There's a lot of women out here that like to prove themselves of what they have and what they can do.
What they can do for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, 9 out of 10.
That's not attractive.
No, it's not. Because it's not, first of all, men already feel that they can do what they can do to support that woman. A woman don't have to prove to them that I can support myself. But if a man is into a woman, he already know that without even trying to prove, and she ain't even got to prove it.
Okay.
So it's all about you got to be on that same accord. And if you're not, it ain't gonna work.
So proving that, like just flashing different things, like I do this or I have that, or that's unattractive because guys don't want to. That'll
come right out. You'd be surprised. I do this, I got that, and the man be like, oh really? That's good. Oh yeah, I got this kind of car, and they're like.
So what do you take that as a man, like when a woman do that?
Well, it's like how can I put it? You need to be where I'm at. If you're not where I'm at, this ain't gonna go no farther.
What you mean? That's what you take it as?
Man's probably take it as if you ain't on the level where I'm at or farther than what I am. Because see, you gotta keep in mind, a woman ain't spitting it out for no reason. They spitting it out to you to let you know, right? I got this. I got a Mercedes. This is
what do you have to offer? Kind of thing. Oh, okay.
Because I get it. A lot of women don't got burnt by men. Bad. They've been on something dry to the fact that they don't have nothing because they thought they had something good.
Yeah.
And it can go vice versa. A woman can prove to them, to the dude that, I'm working on this, I'm going to school, and he's like, oh, school, what you taking up? And I'm doing this, and so dude, they can either got something to invest in and try to help her, and all along she ain't applied to no school. She ain't doing nothing but just throwing some stuff at you, some smoke, and stuff that you want to hear because of the fact that he's doing pretty good. So it's just, you have to look at stuff and be like, time out, check a woman out. I don't judge I don't judge a woman from what I see because 9 out of 10 is potential. But you can pretty much just kind of step back a little bit. Of a young lady, I believe in what a person tell me after the first time we talk. Now, as time going, and they just say they go to school, but you calling me at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and 11 o'clock, and the next day, hey, what time you go to school? I don't go to school.
Oh, okay.
See, slip out.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's just all about how,
And then you take that mental note.
Right.
So
and that go vice versa with women. You got to kind of step back and watch. If dude say work, what he say kind of work he do, he tell you kind of do, like.
Should you call them out when they say stuff like that, or you just take a note of it?
No, you let them catch themselves, really. And once they realize what they're saying, then trust me, they're going to come back with another lie. They're going to come back with another lie. So then you already know what you're dealing with. So, okay. This ain't going to go no further. So that's why I say women, it be right in front of them, but they don't pick up on the signs right there. So that's that right there. You just kind of look at her, shake your head, and say, "Oh, chick, you already knew." He pretty much let you know what time of day it was. You ain't
catch on to
it. What's wrong? What was you looking at? Oh, let me think. He was driving this friend Mercedes and you thought it was his. Okay, well.
I've heard stories like that.
You noticed when you went back over there, you didn't see it outside. He hit you with the famous word, oh, it's in the shop.
So at that point, do we automatically, if we don't have any proof, do we
Now you just kind of sit back for a minute. Because, think about it. In the shop, whatever the situation may be of what they approach you with, everything start breaking. You should have enough sense to just kind of weave it on out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't got to call them out. You ain't got to say nothing. But if they keep just blowing your phone up, say, hey, come on now. I know you got. I know you got other people's phone numbers. You ain't got nothing better to do than blow up my phone now. Come on.
Not you got other people's phone numbers.
Yeah, I mean, be real. That's one right there, because then you're gonna make them feel small at the same time, because it don't make no sense for a dude to keep blowing up a female phone. My thing is, if she ain't called me this day and that day, okay, she ain't really interested. I got it.
What about if a guy, so you can see that they were messaging you and communicating with you like really good, and then all of a sudden it's like a little break in communication where like the next day it's kind of like, you ain't really been talking to me like how you usually. Should you assume already, okay, you talk to another female, or you're not interested?
I wouldn't assume unless relationship goes both ways. If a person is interested in you, they will let you know what's going on, if they're interested in you.
Okay.
If a person is not, they'll pursue it with a lie. And if you pay attention to what they're saying, you already know it's a lie. Because if you ain't talked to them in a while and you had to reach out to them before to talk to them about, see how they doing, and they just came out with some Fleeto stuff to throw at you just to.
Well, what if they don't say anything?
Well, 9 out of 10, they had some disturbance in their life. Something could happen. They might have had a family, a member, somebody could be sick, somebody might pass away, and they just don't know how certain people might not take it. And they might be caught up in their feelings to the fact that expressing it to others, they're not ready for that yet. So you got to kind of step back just a little bit, and and if them phone calls have not come back to you, it kind of is a loss.
Just let them,
just let them go. You don't sweat it. Just let it go. So that's the way I look at it. So, I mean, I had some days like that. Females, they call back, and I have to step back and say, well, damn, I thought I did all the right. Maybe maybe she looking for old roughneck. I don't know. Somebody that just don't run around breaking people's houses and still say, look what I got you, baby. That time, I don't know. So it's just, people, you'd be surprised, man. Females, my thing is, like I told you, it's good to have a dude that have a level head and have a little thug to handle his and his own.
A little thug.
A little bit of thug. You ain't got to put it out there. Just do what it is that you're supposed to do as a man. Disrespect my woman, yeah, I'm gonna break your neck.
Okay.
There's my money.
So a little protect.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Stand your ground. You got somebody like that and still handle business well. Yeah, you got your keeper.
So we were on Active and Married.
I'm looking for a son-in-law. Yeah, go ahead, baby.
Daddy, don't be putting me out like that. Don't put me out like that.
Hey, you gotta come holler at me for right now. Go ahead, baby. Dang. Talk to me.
Dang. Okay, don't put me out. But anyways, so ask if he's married. See how he keeps his car, and I'm guessing his personal things, to see if he's clean. So we got 2 more to ask.
You forgot one. The first question was what kind of job, occupation.
Yeah, occupation. We went on it.
And marriage.
Occupation.
How a person treat their car. And first of all of that, how they dress.
But these questions that we need to ask though.
You don't really have to ask. These are questions that you almost can.
It's a checklist you ask yourself.
You ask it yourself.
Okay.
You finding out as you going along. You don't just say, "Oh, so are you married?" You just kind of you throw it in the conversation. See, what happens is when a lot of guys talk, they tend to let things go quicker.
So you listen, just
listen. Before just being straightforward verbally asking. When you first, if the guy's lying, you give him time to think about it. Oh no, sound like Shaggy Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Anybody that's straight going about themselves, they calm, cool, and casual about the situation. Another good question too, because children. Oh yeah, because you got to know if a guy really spend time with his children or not. Another thing to let you know about a guy too. How many kids he got? He got girls, he got boys. I wouldn't date nobody that has more than 2.
More than 2?
Yeah, no more than 2.
I wouldn't date no one that has more than 1.
Well, see, and that's understandable because you don't have yours, and you might give us some guys. I don't want no more children, but you want kids. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing to look at because that goes another sign of no.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Don't try to make it work.
Exactly. So I like I said, a lot of times anything dudes do, they pretty much letting you know it's just up to you
to decipher or
if this is what I want. Same thing, vice versa.
Should people still be dating if they still scarred by last relationships, or should you just like take those and kind of learn from them?
You live and learn, but the thing about that is, I used to didn't understand this when I was younger, but it does make so much sense coming from your grandparents. Anyone wisdom older knows about life when they say sometimes you have to keep it cool, get to know yourself first before you get in a relationship, because you can draw the same dude that you just left, and that's the same thing with a male too. You could have this crazy girl you was with,
toxic,
and you thinking, oh, I'll be all right, she gone, and then I got with another female, and guess what, she the same way. Dude, sometimes you got to kind of step back, learn yourself. It's kind of crazy because it took me up until maybe I say about 10, 15 years to realize that some of the women that I dated back in my past was some of the stuff that I was totally against, but I went along with it. But I realized inside myself that that's not what I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And as time went on, I realized that nah, I'm not gonna get in that. And that's why the young lady we're gonna marry to now, I'm happy with, because she understands me just like I understand her. So it's all about what you get yourself into, because if that's not what you want, that's not what you like getting into, don't try to please this person because that's what they like. No, that's not what you like. I know.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Understand who you are first and know what you like instead of trying to form to fit like whatever relationship that you're in to make it work.
Now, the only thing I can say that's good about it, like say for instance, like you like ballet, you like to go to shows. I like football. You might not like football, but you know that's something I like to get into. And I know ballet is something you like to get into. This is where I compromise. The dude's supposed to be able to step out of his shell because my wife want to go see this ballet play. He should go. You're supposed to have that. My man want to go to this football game. I'm gonna learn a little bit about this football. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
And stuff like that. It's more of a switch of a swap, so you can kind of feel him out, just like he gets the chance to feel you out.
But those are areas that you can like grow in, not so much things that don't agree with like your personal character or things that you stand up for, kind of thing. So okay. Yeah,
so I believe I really truly believe in the opposite attracts situation, because think about it. If you did somebody that like the same exact things you like, I mean everything, how far that's going to get you in a relationship? Tell people, if you just want to play. Don't get this involved in.
Yeah, just be upfront with it though.
Right, play with it. However the situation is, because once you start getting this involved, it changes. So it's just a lot of stuff that you got to kind of step back. Because I know later on down the line, it may change. You be like, you kind of care a little bit. Yeah, but think about the beginning now.
Right. You're right.
Yeah, so it's just a lot you got to look at. So you got to carry yourself back sometimes. This was all thrown out there up front, but this person's an alright fella, friend, or however, to kind of keep the bobo with, or however. I don't see myself going to another, degree with this. So, but then all of a sudden they did something that was just,
surprising and like
in the back of your mind, you really care about me. No, that was just a person. He have a soul in the heart that he want to do this in the right way. That's
so all. Just think back to the beginning.
There you go. That's why I say everything is just pretty much, it's already been there. It's just all about what you ask. Well, now, the last one gonna be kind of funny, because any of these guys that's out there listening, I'm telling the truth. Do you have your own place?
You got your own place?
You can be still with mama. Still with the parents until you get your status together. Be real about it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you want to make sure they got their own.
Is that a bad thing if they don't have their own place though?
It's not necessary because, like I say, that can work two ways. He could have just came out of a bad divorce.
Okay.
That's why it's kind of good to kind of put all this together before moving forward.
Right.
And now, if it's just bottom line, he been with mama and daddy since the beginning. Daddy might have passed, and he been there with mama, and they're like, okay, so you got to help mama out. Are you the only child? You know, that type of. These are questions.
Yeah. Are you self-sufficient?
There you go.
Like, can you take care of?
Now, I'll just be bottom cut the bull jump straight there. You ever had your own spot before? Those type of things. You want to find out because some people cannot probably handle bills. Not good with money.
So is that like, should that be a deal breaker? Because that's finances.
That to me personally, baby, yeah, that's a deal breaker to me because if a guy can't handle his own, what are he gonna do to you?
That's true. But what if it's just like he just don't, like he has the money and he can provide, but he just haven't stepped out on
that limb yet?
Yeah.
Well, that's when you kind of step back and prompt just to see just where he at and see what is he trying to do for himself. Is he even taking the chance of even trying to get his own?
Okay.
Or is he trying to? What is he doing? Find out where he at. I mean, bottom line, you don't want to say, "Oh, I just come stay with you." Come stay. Nah. Me, I need to see how you do on your own. You know, because.
That's a good point. But okay, for an example, say he doesn't have his own place, but y'all start to get a little serious and stuff like that, and he still don't have his own place. So would it be okay if y'all get y'all own place together and not him moving in? Or
that's very interesting. The best answer I can give you on that is if he sees himself more to around you or doing things or at your spot and he haven't offered to pay a bill, that should tell you a lot about him.
If he haven't offered to pay a bill.
He ain't got to necessarily be with you, but if you know, if he's here all the time, he's doing things and you got to pay the bills to keep things going. If he just out the blue just started handing you some money, say, hey, to help you out on some things. You know, that right there tell you a lot. That let you know just where he's at, because he's trying to let you know that I might not know too much about, you know, paying bills. I know bills got to be paid, and I know, you know, I want to make you happy. So whatever I can do to do that, I'm gonna do that.
Without like you even having to ask. You don't have to ask.
You gotta ask. That right there, that's so much points. I kid you not.
Yeah, it is.
That's so much points. So like you just said, this guy just out the blue, he don't have his own spot or nothing like that, and he just out the blue just hang you some money. You can ask, what this for? And they just say, for you. To do whatever you feel like you want to do it. Now, what I'll tell anybody just to be sure that I'm not getting myself trapped up on something. You're handling your bills, that I put that money to the side just for a moment, just in case. Oh boy, get the trip and you say, here you go.
Oh Lord, give it back.
Yeah,
Dang.
Here you go. But now I'm sure a lot of ladies out there listening, probably saying, give it back.
Right, give it back.
But now, you the way I look at it is because just in case if this dude start tripping later on off of some mess and the first thing fly out their mouth, because I don't know why dudes do this. They just feel like whatever they do for you, they just need to let you know they did it. Yeah, I gave you this. You remember when you ain't had? Come on, man. Seriously, you don't do that?
Because if you doing that, you ain't really do it genuinely. Right. That's my thing. Like, you gotta bring it back up.
So keep yourself for the insanity, the headaches, and all that stuff. You slick about it, because dude meant well. Even when you try to hand it back, they be like, nah, that's for you.
Daddy, I'm not giving it back. I'm just saying, I'm not giving it back.
I don't blame you, but you know, it's just a dad tuition. Just be strong about what it is that you do.
Yeah.
So anytime a dude feel like you weak, they feel like I got him. I got them. No, that's not. You don't want them like that. Stand your own ground. How you is or what you is or what you want.
Okay.
That's the way it need to go.
Okay.
That's it, baby.
All right. Well, I think that concludes up all five.
All five.
gave me 5 tips. We had a good conversation in between though, because I mean, I need to know something.
I got some more.
You got really? We might have to do another video.
I got you, baby.
You guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up down below and like the video. And if you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Like, go ahead and subscribe right now. Okay. All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.
Right.